Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Blade and Soul Mischief Makers live stream update preview. Did I say live stream already? I probably did, but hey, saying it again. So glad to be back here and happy to show off what's in this update. This
That's
is
right.
actually
Happy.
a pretty small update. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brett. Go ahead.
Nope. Just said excited to get into some mischief with you, Linda.
I totally am. Like, who really isn't, right? I mean, all of our updates have been previously like. Sorry, I need to check on something really quickly. I'm getting like bazillion audio. I'm hearing myself twice and I don't know why. Okay, I figured it out. It kind of throws you off because like I'm like I hear myself talk and then I hear the feedback from the video and it's like who's talking to me? Anyways, all right. So hi, I'm Linda. As you guys know, your host of the show and as much of a content expert as I could be. And I also have Brett, our senior creative writer in our localization team, which I'm sure you've had so much fun, I don't know, putting together whatever, magic you put on this update.
This was an interesting one for sure. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Um, yeah, as you all can imagine, this is an especially whimsical, fantastical update, and yeah, we got into some mischief localizing it, and we hope you all enjoy it. I'm sure you will.
I like that. Whimsical and fantastical. Whimsical is not a word that we use often enough because I feel the word in itself has its own charm and it totally describes itself, right? So, anyways, so just to let you know, our March events are ending, right? They're going to be ending basically next week, and some of them have the extended redemption period. So, the Call to Arms event is also ending, meaning that you won't be able to collect any of the martial remnants or the armory remnants. The chests are still openable, but openable is that a word? So be sure to get the keys beforehand. But we also have keys in the Hongmoon store if you end up joining the event late, or people like me who just can't be bothered and I'm just going to buy it anyways and just open it eventually. So by completing the entire event, you do get your weapon up to Thornbreaker 6, which is pretty sweet in my opinion. So I need to do that myself, get geared and all that good jazz. So, we're going to talk about Mischief Makers, the Summoner Third Spec in this update. Just in case you guys haven't seen, and I'm not going to show it to you here because you should go to the website. We have updated our Unreal Engine 4 microsite. We have new bubbles, and for you to click through to talk about, for you to click through and see what's upcoming with our Unreal Engine 4 upgrade. I'm really excited for that because this is something we've been talking about for a really long time, and it's got postponed, it's changed, and it's finally coming. We've
It's happening.
all the regions are looking forward to the release. Our region especially, we're looking forward especially. And I don't know, Brett, like, is there anything that you've been working on with Unreal Engine 4 you can share? Or I mean, you kind of you
Besides,
kind of get the inside before some of us do because you have to get all those files first before the rest of us, right?
I can tell you what I've been working on, Linda. I've been working on trying to contain my excitement. Hashtag stoked. Like we've been talking
Okay,
about
okay,
this for
okay.
so long. To see it coming to fruition is amazing. Um, but no, nothing specifically I can share. I mean, as you'll see on the website, the conclusion of the Act 11 story is coming. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Improved graphics, improved performance, all the things that everyone wants. So yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as the players at this point. I'm just excited to see it happen.
Me too, me too. And there's like I said, there's more bubbles coming. We're gonna have a lot more to talk about with Unreal Engine 4 as we get closer. It's not out just yet. As we've stated, it's coming out in quarter 3. Take it however you want to take it. And as we get closer, we'll definitely have a launch date for that. But in the meantime, we'll still be updating Blade and Soul basically every month, right? So we have Mischief
That's right.
Makers to talk about. So sorry, lots of hand gestures. I'm a hand gestury kind of person when you guys watch the stream, and that's just kind of who I am.
I like
Okay,
it. You're
cool.
appealing to the visual. Some people are visual,
Uh,
some
you
people
know,
are more auditory. So you're appealing to both, and it's very
yeah.
whimsical, and you make yourself openable to everyone
Oh, sorry, I should
on
have
the
listened to
stream.
this
So
thing.
it's good.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I try, and there's always a little bit of nervousness, right, until you kind of settle in into the right groove and feeling good about it. All right. Okay. So the big thing about this update is I got to change gears. Is the summoner third specialization, right? Way of fantasy, and it's definitely an outlier because I feel like everything deviates from what we have seen with the third specialization. We've seen things like, lightning and like the Grim Blade and I can't recall all the other ones and whatever future ones that are coming. So this one's kind of out of the box in terms of the seriousness of Blade and Soul. So we've kind of added a way of so I guess the best way for me to describe it is I think in terms of the design, which is just the information I got from the developers, is they wanted to make this really fun. So it's like if a cat had a dream or a cat had a fantasy, what would it be? Would it be riding in a UFO, shooting lasers and neon stars and bubbles? Is that what they dream about? I think that's what cats dream about. They're not dreaming about trying to murder us in our sleep, right? Maybe just a little bit. But so I think that's kind of what it is. And I don't know where the UFO comes in handy, but you know what? I'm not going to say no to UFOs. I've always been a fan of it. I have a really weird UFO story that I can share with you guys later. But I don't know. It could be a dream. It could
Oh,
have happened in real life. I have no idea. Don't worry about it, Brett. Don't worry about it.
should I be
So yeah,
concerned?
that's kind of the premise of it. It's supposed to be based playing the spec or even just playing a new summoner for this. It's supposed to be literally like easy to very easy. And I'm actually taking it to heart a bit when I'm trying to play this class or trying to learn it a little bit, just so we can preview it here on the stream. Um, it's surprisingly straightforward. It really is, and it kind of blew me away in that sense because you might get intimidated by the three different effects that you have to manage. What was it, Brett? What was it again?
Sparkles,
Sparkles,
sparkles.
yes.
Well, sparkle, I should
Cattery.
say. Cattery,
Oh,
which is your
yes.
cat battery, and then star points, which when there's enough star points, it makes a star. So, but but
It does
the
make the
way you
star.
get there is all pretty
It's yeah,
straightforward. So,
it is surprisingly straightforward, but it's definitely a little bit out of the box when it comes to management of all the things. So as you can see on my game screen, there when your cat is not in its UFO, it does have its kind of the usual abilities, right? You have the ankle biter, you have your strike, and true friend and huzzah is always super handy dandy. So what's actually changed is your cat kind of shifts away from being like a melee dealer into a I just heard a meow.
that
Oh no
was
no
your
sorry, I think it's
familiar,
the
I
game
think.
audio.
What's your
anyways,
cat's name?
anyways, sorry.
Moo? It was Moo.
Moo, to I meant to change it to wet food, but I decided against it. I don't know, it's Moo. My character's name is Bickies. I got it off a meme because I'm trying to be cool, and I know I'm a weirdo guy, so I apologize and not apologize at the same time that you have to deal with it. Anyways, so like I said, it kind of changes your cat from like a melee dealer to a range dealer. So here, let me just show you. So you see here, he'll attack, but he kind of changes into throwing these weird mines and star bombs, and he'll keep doing that under when you're not in the flyer stance. And the flyer stance is actually really important because if you don't switch into flyer stance, I feel like you lose a lot of damage because I was trying to play with it without it, and by doing so, you don't really generate as much cat sparkle, cattery, and star points in order for the cat to do its other like passive skills, right? So, anyways, let's switch him to flyer. Oh, yeah, let's switch him to flyer, and then you can see that he kind of shifts from throwing bombs, he shoots lasers at at the target. And I love that because I think that's hilarious. And of course, my cat doesn't have a costume on, so it looks super cuter if you have a costume on your kitty cat. And that again changes the skills a little bit and offers a lot of additional damage to your cat, automatically triggering skills when you fill up Sparkle, Cattery, and Star Point. Uh,
You
so
got it.
Brett, would you mind like going through the talents for us and see, what are the options when you for this kitty cat?
Yeah, yeah, not at all. Yeah, we can switch over to to my client. So yeah, like Linda said, the familiar is going to be doing a lot of things from range. Um, so if we look at the talents, um, so this first line is all talents that increase damage of certain skills. So Star Raving Mad increases Starfield, Zing, and Pizzazz, which are my left left mouse button, right mouse button skills. Feline High Flyer, Cat Ray is the default skill that the familiar does when they're in the UFO. So it increases the damage for that, as well as Cosmic Ray, which comes up. It's an F skill that comes up when you're in the flyer. And then Starbright is a skill. I'll show that skill here in just a second. That's a powerful skill that happens when you have all your star points. So as I'll show this really quick. Oh, why? So as you're going through your rotation, as you get your cat in the flyer, and you go through your rotation of left skill, right skill, you can see the sparkle generating at the bottom here, this little sparkly rainbow meter, and then when you generate cattery, which is the little battery thing, you can see that the cat automatically throws a star bomb. And then as I get up to see my star points are full, and then that unlocks the Starbright skill. If I use this F skill, which is rocket, not only does the cat shoot a rocket, but you can see that my star is full, and I can use Starbright nonstop for the
Oh man,
duration.
it's like 10
Yeah.
seconds, which is pretty good because you
Yep.
can literally spam the crap out of Starbright.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you want your cat to go back down, the tab skill, touchdown, puts the cat back on the ground. You can go back and forth. And a lot of the skills are similar to the other specs. But like Linda said, the primary difference is that your familiar is going to be doing um, damage from range. While your cat is in the flyer in this UFO, there's some other things you can do. When you have your seed shroud out, you can use this catastrophe skill, which launches the UFO at the target. I'll show you that right here.
Oh,
Um, so if you want to abandon your UFO and just let it explode at the light. Also, when your cat is in the flyer, if you daze an opponent, which you can do with this Dazer Beam skill, your C skill, I'm going to wait for my client to catch up there. You can daze an opponent, launch them into the air, and then use Gigapaw to hit them while they're in the air. So launch them into the air. Oh, I didn't do it fast enough. But let's turn off the constant lasers here.
the
So going
lasers
back
never end.
to the lasers never end unless you
They
restart the.
don't. Like, I could idle in game all day and it would just be like queuing the entire time.
So back to the talents here. So this next row is all about buffs that your familiar gets while they are in the flyer. So Saucer Boss gives you buff to critical rate and critical damage. Flying Ace gives you a buff to defense, and your HP recovers. Your familiar recovers HP over time, and then Cat's Eye gives you a bonus to accuracy and piercing uh, for your familiar, I should say, while they're in the flyer. And then this next row, laser pointer. We all know cats like laser pointers, but what would happen if the cat was the one with the laser pointer, like pointing it at? That's basically the idea here. So these are some skills I just showed. Dazer Beam, which does a stun from distance, which is nice, and Beam Down, which inflicts knockdown from a distance. So these skills offer you a lot of utility. And then if you want to switch them up, these other two talents in this row, Shock and Paw and Gritty Kitty, change those skills to Cannonball and Tumble Roll. Now I know in the previous specs, Tumble Roll was a skill that your summoner did, where you actually tumbled. This one's a little different. I'll show you it here, where your cat actually jumps out of the UFO and they roll forward. So the Tumble Roll. Waiting for my client to catch up to the stream here. Sorry, there's a delay between the stream and the.
Oh yeah,
So
no
there's
worries, Brett. You
the
just want to make sure it comes through all right.
yeah, and then there's the cannonball skill, which is your C skill. Show that here. So your cat jumps out, grows giant, and cannonballs into the target. So that's always fun. Um, so going back to the talents. So shock and paw gives you those skills and gives you some utility. Your familiar resist debuffs and has some damage reduction. They can attack up to 4 targets within range with tumble roll. And then cannonball stuns the opponent for 2 seconds. And then gritty kitty is your option for just damage. It's the cannonball and tumble roll skills. But again, just more damage, but a little less utility. Don't have the stun effect. Um, this next one, Shroud Pleaser. Whenever you use Seed Shroud, generate star points, which is nice because the star points unlock that Starbright skill as we shared. Bubble Burst, this one affects your 3 skill, which actually I have not shown. So the 3 skill is bubbles. So in addition, who doesn't want to play with bubbles in addition to stars, right? So you and your cat can take a bubble bath. This recovers focus for you and your team. And then while the 3 skill is up, you also have an attack skill, this Bubble Trouble, which slows down your opponent when you hit them. So I'll show that right here. And there's Bubble Trouble. And then going back to the talents, last one on this row is Make a Wish. And this unlocks the Sweet Wish, which is the quicker way to resurrect your familiar when they die or go away. Die such a extreme word, Linda. Maybe I shouldn't use the word die. And then this last row of talents all has to do with the rocket skill that your familiar does when they're on their flyer, on their flying saucer. Rocket Science, the first one here, is for damage, blowback. When rocket hits, it does a little bit less damage, but it knocks them back and knocks your opponent down. And then Cataclysm inflicts the opponent with effect that slows them down. Yeah, so like Cataclysm, yes, exactly. And the effect, it's the effect is called Catastrophe. So of course we have to have some puns in there. So like I said, you're going to want to have your cat in its flyer as often as possible. If the flyer does take damage, there is an effect called Systems Critical that'll pop up. And if it takes too much damage, it'll stack Systems Critical until the flyer explodes. Otherwise,
Fire explodes.
like I said,
I like that.
like I said, you want to use the rocket skill to unlock your Starbright, which you can do a ton of damage with. Also unlocks this little cosmic ray skill, and then watch your cat grow to massive size as it jumps at the target. Yeah, so
I mean,
I feel
like
like
that one. I didn't actually know how to do that combo. I literally just spam it. And if you guys actually notice it when in the video, and of course we're going to release it as a trailer, it's almost like, I guess the best way for me to describe it, like a booty stomp. It jumps into the air and
it is.
lands with
Yeah.
the butt on you.
Here we go again.
I saw that in the video at first, and I was like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Is this intentional? Like, what am I looking at?" And it's like, what I am seeing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I realized I didn't really show the tumble roll. So let me show that.
Really, thanks for these combinations, Brett. You know, when I was like working on it, I was like, what are my skill rotations? What can I do to maximize my DPS? And, I was telling Brett earlier, and I was going through my weeklies and realizing I have to upgrade my equipment because I'm just so far behind. And it's like, Yeah, I'm seeing people put out like 4 million, a million DPS, and I was like, boy, I'm really far behind. So, yep, got to start
Hey,
upgrading.
we've been busy. It's understandable. Um, yeah. So like Linda said, yeah, it's this spec is all about upping the generating sparkle, generating cattery, and then generating star points. And there's simple rotations to do that. Your one skill generates um, star points for you. Um, yeah, so you just go through the rotations and let your cat do some damage for you. Um, and then, like I said, let's see, start over here. I'll show you the Gigapaw skill, which I think I maybe showed a little bit before, but going back to Dazer Beam. So if my cat is here and I hit an opponent with Dazer Beam, I can launch them into the air immediately and then use Gigapaw, which I didn't do fast enough there. Do this over again.
Oh, that reminds me, and I completely forgot. While you're doing that, and I got to show some skill rotations as well. We do have a code giveaway for
A
everybody who's
giveaway.
watching on stream. Yeah, it's a giveaway. So, log into your account management and be sure to uh, add this code to your account. We are giving away a sparkling ascension stone chest for people that are watching. So log
Ooh,
on and start putting that code in. It's one per account. And we will
there you
actually
go.
have more giveaways. Don't put it in chat. Log into your account management and put it in there. I have this really weird habit of like fidgeting, and I just took off my sock for no real good reason. I'm a weirdo. Cool. Well, thanks
yeah.
for that, Brett.
So,
I
so
thought, the skill combos are really great. I didn't actually think about that, and you've put together it really well, in my opinion.
cool. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. I mean, I feel like the summoner has always kind of been a little bit of an outlier. In this in
Hmm.
this game of Blade and Soul where you're avenging your master. To have a cat that runs out and like hits people with a mallet. And I think this specialization just kind of leans into that wacky side, which is very different from the sort of wuxia kung fu um, tone of kind of the other classes. So it's kind of fun
Hmm.
and whimsical. Whether you're a cat person or not a cat person, maybe you don't like pets at all. I don't know. I'll let you decide on that front. I think it's fun and something different.
Definitely something different, and kind of surprised when I first saw this video come out. I was like, what is this? But the design perspective was like, yeah, if your cat had a fantasy, what would it be? And this is what it is apparently. Instead of maybe murderous intent, it's sparkles and stars, and I almost want to like sing the whole Lucky Charm songs, right? Like stars, I don't know, something horseshoes, clovers. I almost felt like we were going in that theme. I didn't know how to factor it into my writing because there's no horseshoes, but that's perfectly fine.
That's right.
So I do want to quickly just kind of show you the rotation that I think a lot of I've been reading some guides because the spec is out in Korea and people are talking about it, and I do want to kind of show you the rotations that I kind of felt that was really handy dandy in terms of, you know, creating sparkle, creating cattery, and star points. And cattery is the most hilarious thing in the world because before I saw it in game, I was just looking at it on a document. I was like, why the heck did Brett name this cattery? And then you look in game and it it looks like a battery. All right. Even though the talent will make it look like a candy, it looks like a battery. Anyways, so Brett was talking about the F skill, which is rocket. It's really great because it has triggers a lucky star effect, and with lucky stars, you can literally spam star struck and star bright for 10 seconds without using star point, and that's important because star point you need that in order to use the second skill of star struck, which is star bright. Huzzah! You always want to keep Huzzah up because it is the buff for your entire party. So let me see. Now, please forgive me. My cat's already on its flyer. Might be a little slow with my rotations. I do not have the quickest of dexterities here. So guys can probably hear the clicking of my keyboard. And you can continue to spam F until it literally goes into cooldown. The cooldown is about 30 seconds. And then you kind of want to go through your skill rotations. I actually pressed the wrong button there. My apologies.
Yeah, so like Linda mentioned, your 2 skill is called Starstruck, and then when you have a full star point meter, or you use the rocket skill, which also fills it up, it turns into Star Bright, which is stronger, more powerful skill.
Oh, I actually dismounted my cat. No wonder Rocket didn't show up. That was my bad. See, not very good with the clicking. So sparkles and stars and neon lights.
This is very shiny.
I think I
This
hit
is
tab
like
again on accident. Oh no, I didn't. Very shiny glass. I like it. Yeah, I need to get my summoner up to level 60. So right now I'm still maining my warlock, which is super weak. Even super weak as compared to 4 million or 1 million DPS. 10 million is the new low apparently, but you know, I was running a pretty low level dungeon, so I don't know if we were even able to hit something that high, but who knows. But you guys are the experts, and I really appreciate the feedback on that. So this is kind of basically the preview of the Summoner Third Spec. As you like I was telling Brett earlier, you can literally, as long as your cat's up and it's attacking something, he's gonna stay in this flyer stance until he's not, or until like you run away far enough. But even then, like you try to like back away. He's like, I want to keep attacking. But I guess that's kind of what cats do, right? They don't really give up. It's like, don't distract me. I
this
was
is
watching some
true.
cat videos last night too. So
Yeah, which is
I
basically
really
what we're
enjoyed that.
doing on the stream. We're showing Blade and Soul, and we're also showing cat videos. So that's what we do. Yeah, thanks for showing that. Thanks for showing that rotation, Linda. That was awesome.
Oh no, I
And it,
yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to be like I'm like trying here, but you definitely want to utilize Rocket because Rocket gives the Lucky Stars effect, which allows you to spam
mhm,
Star Bright and Star Struck, and then you want to basically use Z your Huzzah, which buffs your party and yourself, and also you
right.
want to rotate through 1, 2, and 3 as soon as they're available, and your left button and right button because, um, as you see here, it generates a calorie stack, which is really important for other
Mhm,
skills to be used. And then Zane creates sparkle, and yeah, these effects kind of like how to they offer a lot of synergy. They kind of play into each other, and it's really easy to maintain and not having to like worry about like, oh, is this up, is it not up, and as long
right.
as you go through your skill rotations, they will almost always be up, I've noticed.
And you can see that the familiar, as you gain like Cattery, for example, they'll use their Sky Bomb skill automatically if they're in the flyer. So it just kind of they build on each other. Linda was kind of
Yeah,
maintain and
maybe
build
if I
the.
wasn't so close, you can see the cat spam Skybomb better.
You can press.
Oh yeah, you can see him lob it, but there's just so much sparkles, like you can't even see it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Oops, I
you can
actually
press E.
sent him
You can
off
press E to bring the familiar to you.
my fingers, spamming everything.
And then
So
your
if you watch
Q is a
any,
little teleport skill while you're. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yep. You can see them throwing the Sky Bomb automatically, which is
the angle is a little
the
bit better.
yeah, which is a stronger version of the Cat Bomb, which is what the familiar throws when they're standing on the ground in basic stance. So we have basic stance and
Ooh,
flyer stance.
yeah, can't see anything. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it as that.
There you go. And there's that teleportation skill, which is the new Q skill, which is unlocked when the flyers in the
Hmm.
when the familiars in the flyer.
I think it's definitely recommended you keep your familiar in the flyer because you get that extra boost. Familiar also does get extra defense while in flyer. I mean, you can still use it without it, but he's still,
Hmm.
instead of like scratching, he will continue to lob these really weird star mine bombs thingies when he's not in flyer. So
Right. And then some of the skills that we were showing earlier, like the tumble roll and the cannonball, the familiar actually jumps out of the flyer and then is on the ground again. But you can get them back in the flyer very quickly with the
hmm
flyer skill, which is your tab. Um, Yeah. Um,
Great. Thank you, Brett. So,
Possum
if
sauce.
you're currently playing, yes, if you're currently playing the summoner, and you want to try out this new spec, or maybe you want to make the full conversion, whatever you decide to do, just like with the previous specializations, you can change the specs of your Mystic Badge, Soul Badge, and level stage 10 or Awaken accessories, with the exception of the bracelets, which has slightly different upgrade path or switching path. So, Brett, can you go ahead and show us how that
Yeah.
looks like for accessories
Yep.
or and Mystic Badges,
Absolutely.
however you feel?
Absolutely. So if we go to our client, if we go to my client, I should say, let me move this over a little bit. So if you open up the Dragon Express, um, you can see that we have Swarm Emblem, Thorns Emblem, and Fantasy Emblem, as we've had in the past. The Fantasy Emblem will let you switch an accessory from one of the other specializations to Fantasy. So going back into, well, let me grab that really quick. Sorry, I forgot to actually buy it. So if we buy this here, confirm, and then going back, if I have, for example, an Awakened Celestial Emperor Ring, stage 1, and I want to switch it to Fantasy spec, I just need the Fantasy Emblem, no cost, evolve, and simple as that. We'll switch to the Fantasy specialization. Um, Also, in the Dragon Express, you can see we have these Soul Badge Essence chests and Mystic Badge Essence chests. Um, so again, very simple. It costs 1 gold in Dragon Express. You choose whichever the essence for whichever Soul Badge or Mystic Badge you want to switch to, and it's simple enough. I have something prepped here. So for example, going back to my inventory here, if I have the Paragon Soul Badge, which is a great Soul Badge, but doesn't work for Fantasy spec, I can open it up here. And let's say I want to go to Exhilaration Soul Badge, which bumps my Starfield skill, my Rocket skill. Okay, so these are the skills for Fantasy. So all I need is the
Nice.
Exhilaration Essence, which you can get from the chest that's available in Dragon Express for 1 gold. And you evolve, and it's simple as that. It will switch over. Um, the same process is the same for Mystic Badges. The Mystic Badges I want to highlight really quick because, as is often the case, Mystic Badges for this spec, the Oscillation Mystic Badge, as well as the Escalation Mystic Badge, unlock a new skill that triggers automatically, which is the Stupefy skill. So I'll show that really quick. There's not much to it. It's just an extra source of damage. So if I use Starfield to trigger the effect, you can see this little pink. There's a little pink stream that goes to the target here. So you'll see it here in just a second. So little extra stream of pink, which doesn't look like much, but it does do um, additional damage equal to 600% of your attack power in this case with my
Oh, dang.
escalation. So not a bad little bump, um, and and that's that. And then like Linda said, bracelets are a little bit different. So going to my inventory here, if I want to, if I have, for example, an Awakened Wild Rage bracelet, which is again for a different spec, I want to go to um, Thunder Rage. See Bubble Burst, Struck, and Starbright there, all of the fantasy skills. You will need Nocturnal Scales and the Unrefined Thunder Rage Bracelet. So slightly different path there, but that's how you change specs for that item. And that's it.
Thank you,
So
Brett. Yeah, it's very straightforward.
yeah, again, so for most of the items, you just go to the Dragon Express, and it's 1 gold to purchase either the emblem or the Mystic Badge or Soul Badge chest that you need.
Perfect. And it's so the ability to change your badges, soul badges, I mean, sorry, badges and accessories outside the bracelet is only for summoners using the emblems.
Hmm.
And then it's available to everybody, as you all know, in terms of switching to another specialization with your bracelet. You just need the unrefined bracelet to switch through them.
That's right.
Cute. All right, so let's move on, and we do. I do have another code giveaway for you guys. It is a limited time code, and don't put it in chat. You basically log on to your NCSoft account management page and enter the code there. So this time we are giving away some fusion stones. Very exciting.
Ooh.
So code's going to change shortly, and be sure to enter that code. Again, it's only for a limited number of people. So get your codes in. Thanks for watching the stream so far. And yeah, totally. All right. So the next thing that we kind of want to get into just really quickly is we do have a new box going in the store for a limited time. It is the Fortunes Finders Cash. You guys are familiar with these boxes, right? So we'll have the one end coin box and then the higher end coin number box, and which that you can use to get a variety of items that you've been looking for. You know, when you open the chest, it is random, but you also get these Fortune Finders coins. So I'm gonna go ahead and open one box, not my 10 boxes.
Yeah. I can move it down just a little so they
Ta-da!
can see everything that's in the. Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, because my screen's just a little weird like that. So I got this bad boy, this, and that in one of my chests. But I also got Fortune's Finder's coin. Now it doesn't give you 300. I already had 300 on there, so it gives you 10 for every box that you open. I needed to buy the costume. Now the one end coin box is the Fortune Finder's chest, and then when you open it, you do have a chance to get the Fortune's Finder's cash. And so very straightforward. So with your Fortune Finder's coin, when you open these Fortune Finders cash, let me go to the Dragon Express. Wrong one.
We purposefully
There you
made
go.
it a tongue twister for you, Linda. Fortune finders.
I, yeah, I think you do it on purpose sometimes because, like, I always look at your glossary and it's like Fortune Finders. You know, I already have trouble with English. Gosh.
Fortune finders were also a group of like old archaeologists in Act Two. If you remember all the way to Act Two, there were these guys that were digging in the desert. Anyways, random
I don't.
Blade and Soul lore
I
factoid there.
don't. I'm sure somebody knows because Blade Soul lore is kind of a fun one. Um, for those trying to add the code, don't put it in chat, but if you want to put it in chat for people to copy easily, take the code you see and put it in your account management. Redeem it as a serial code. Your account management page, your ncsoft.com account management. Okay, log in, add that code there. All right. So with the Fortunes Finder, no S at the end. Fortune Finder coins. Thanks, Brett. One of the items you can get is the Surefire costume when you exchange your coins. So this is how it looks like on my ridiculous Lynn. I would have made it look better, but I was kind of in a hurry, so I just used one of the defaults. And so she has the costume, the adornment. What do I have? Costume, adornment, and
And the head
oops,
adornment.
no wonder it looked weird. And the face adornment. I was like, do I have that holiday thing on?
Face adornment,
Anyways,
excuse me.
do I have something else on? That doesn't look right.
No, you have the. You have it. Oh.
Is it supposed to have the bow?
No.
Oh, anyways, yeah, I didn't think it was supposed to have the bow. That doesn't look right. But you know what? I'm gonna let you guys know we are on the QA server, so there are some things that still need to get fixed, and this is probably one of them. Anyways, I think I liked it better with the holiday adornment on her face. So here's Lynn, uh, Jin. They do love that Jin hair. I don't think I can ever do my hair like that.
Flamey.
It is very flamey.
It's kind of a cool effect. It looks like there's a fire rising behind, which there is. It's not real, but
I'm always a fan of the shoes and the stocking thing. I think they always make it look really good. Oh, it looks
it's
really
like
nice on the yin.
it's like leather and fire and high knee high plus
Ah,
boots.
I like that. It looks really good on the yin. I like her pose, so I think it looks really nice on her, especially with that hair. Oh, let me switch to male. I was like, how come I can't switch to a male yin? I was like, oh right. Oops. Uh, looks good on the dudes. They got the white boots too.
That's right. Yeah, the boots are actually fairly similar on the fellas this time.
The cat meows and game, and I'm just kind of like, where's there an animal? I don't have any animals in my house. It's like, where is there an animal? Sorry.
Well, you've
All
heard
right,
of
let's
cat
freak out.
calls, so just cat calling these guys on screen
Am I getting
apparently.
cat called?
This gone male is look. He's showing off a little abdomen
Oops, I
there,
changed that too quick.
little chest.
Oh, he's got to show off a little chest. Is that a scar? That looks like a little scar.
Yeah,
All right.
just scars and
It all looks
burns.
very similar.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
let me open up the Dragon Express again. Do, do, do.
Yeah.
So
What
there
else?
is
What else
the.
can we get, Linda? What else can we buy with our coins?
Sometimes just pets are just kind of like, what? But I know some of y'all are into this. So this is a new pet
Mm,
available for the Fortune Finder coins
it's
from
the
the
cow
Fortune
pet.
Finder cash. I think it must be in celebration of the new year.
There you
We
go.
just get that stuff
Yeah,
a little bit later. It's the year of the ox, I believe.
it is. It
And
is.
then we have this sweet, sweet Oni pet. This Oni pet is actually designed by
Oh, I've been
Dante.
waiting for this for so long. This is
Yeah,
so
so
cool.
I think Dante like sent this in like almost a year ago, and it's finally here. So when you upgrade it, actually looks different too. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna spoil it, but so if you guys decide to get this pet, just when you know when it's due. I
I
think I
do
might
have
take a
the
year ago.
ultimate version on my
Oh,
client
you
if we
do.
want to show it, but we don't have to. It's up to you,
I
Linda.
guess
You
we
don't
should
want to
show it.
spoil it.
We should show it.
Okay.
Brett will show the ultimate version.
Yes. So there she is. You can see the horns are bigger.
Ooh,
The skin is redder. Yeah, she's awesome. I love her little like tiger skirt, her shoes, all the details. Yeah, Dante always does such a great job.
oh man,
Um,
I didn't actually notice the shoes detail.
yeah, no, it's great.
Very authentic.
And then if you really want to see the ultimate version of the cow pet, here we
You
go.
have that too?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
it's you know there it is. It's the golden cow. It sounds like something from mythology or something, but there you go.
I have no words, and most of chat's like, what? Why?
I yeah. It kind of looks like it's like a cartoon version of the bull on Wall Street or something. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? There's the golden bull statue, and
Yeah,
probably not. That's
yeah.
probably not what it is, though.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's does the cowbell make a sound? That's a good question. I actually don't know. It should make cowbell sound. That's so true. Always needs more cowbells.
Sounds like someone
All
has a
right, cool.
fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
I really need to get that bingo board up. I want to do it for next stream, so you guys can do bingo and you know cross off or bingo or blackout and cross off, and where Brett tells dad jokes, somebody calls Brad, and somebody tells Linda to shut up. It's all
Oh,
common
is that
things, and
still
I
happening,
need to do that.
Linda?
It's fine. It's my voice. It's weird. I can't do anything about it. Some people say I smoke, but yeah, I think when I talk for a lot, it does get a little raspy, and I can't do anything about it. But I did forget my cup of water, so I'm just glad I'm not having a coughing fit just yet. All right. Okay, so let me move on. So that's basically the box. Oh, I didn't really go through the rewards for you guys in the Dragon Express, so I can do
Yeah,
that
we can
really,
show
really, really
them.
quickly.
Yeah, we could do that, and then we
What'd you
could
say?
show them the chest and the cash really quick, so they can see what's in
Oh,
that.
yes. So just giving you a final look-see what you can spend your fortune finder coins on. Damn cat. I don't have any like background audio in it, so it just goes meow. It's like, oh jeez. It's throwing me off for a while. Oh, and these
Pet
are the
packs and sacred
knighting. So,
files.
so I'll go ahead and close
Very
that,
nice.
and I'll just show you what's the contents of the chest. As usual, it's so long you don't see the top of it. And then this is the 1N coin fortune finder chest, which also has a chance to give you the fortune finder's cash when you open it.
Yeah, so I think both of these have some new cosmetics as well. The chest has the bomb squad costume,
Oh, I see
and
that.
the cash has iron wings. I can show the bomb squad costume if you want me to. That's what my that's what my summoner is wearing. So you can
Oh, okay.
see, yeah.
That's
You
cute.
can see it. You can see it best on the males. It has this little like bomb design on the back. I don't know if anyone is can read Mandarin Chinese. I think that might say bomb or boom or something. I'm not sure. If anyone knows, let us
I
know.
cannot read it.
Yeah,
I like how the outfit differed greatly. Like this, the girl looks like, well, I guess no. I mean, they look like they're about to hit the mall, right? And be like,
yeah.
or maybe
The-
some sort of like soccer game.
there you go. Yeah, definitely wearing the soccer socks or like the 1970s basketball socks. And the girl has a skirt with the same bomb design in the back, little stars, and yeah, it's kind of fun. Not sure what's going on with these like reverse suspenders situation on the males. Males have these kind of like, I'm
I'm
not
not
sure
gonna
what's going
say it.
on.
It's kind
Yep,
of a weird
I'm not
placement
going
for
to
it,
say it
but I'm not gonna
either.
say it.
Yeah.
But y'all can think of it just like how I totally thought of it, and maybe I like secretly put it in your head now too.
I hear you,
But
Linda.
it's great.
The Yoon does have nice hair. She has that like it's like there's like a cinnamon bun on the side of her head.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Yeah. But anyway, so that's Bomb Squad. That's the new costume. Oh, I should show the Iron Wings really quick, which are
Yes. I was tempted to be like, nah, let's move on, but let's just quickly just show off the cosmetics.
yeah. So these are the Iron Wings, which
Dude,
again, very cool.
it's
There
like
they
not
are.
even actually on. Cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna call it out. Those booty stars. I was never one of those people, like walking around with like the sweatpants that sit like juicy on your bottom. That
hmm
was never me.
Yeah, that's
Don't
it.
judge me, Brett.
No, I'm not going to judge you. If people want to wear a bumper sticker, that's up to them. It's completely.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of it called that way before. That is
All
awesome.
right. So what's
Alright,
next?
the next thing is events. It is
Ooh,
events. So
that's time.
what's coming back is Okay, well, I guess before I kind of jump into this, we've been having a lot of events. They're kind of heavy duty. It's like do this, do that, and do all of this stuff. So I'm going to preface the events this month are definitely a little lighter. So nothing too crazy, but we have Candy Cloud Park, which is we've kind of themed it after Candy Cloud Carnival. So Yippee and Skippy are back, and people, level 50 and above can take part in this event to earn what is candy? It's in this Dragon Express.
Candy Cloud Taffy and Star.
Yes.
Yeah,
And a new item called Star Wheel tickets. So, if you've never done Candy Cloud Park, which I might be on this account, you have to get the quest, right, Brett? Oops, wrong thing.
that's correct. So if you haven't done Candy Cloud before, there will be a quest letter. If you have done it before, then you go to Jadestone Village and go to the event portals, and you're looking
Ah,
for
there it
Papa
is.
Pazu, and he'll be outside of
Mm-hmm.
the one of the portals, and you can get the
Yeah,
quest, get the daily
yeah,
from him.
yeah. So if you don't see this quest on your character, don't fret. It just means you've done it before and you don't need to do it again, and you don't really need to do it again. But if you have a new character, make sure to grab this quest and then you grab the daily through the dungeon. You can also access it through F8. So let's see here. Down at the bottom. You don't need that much deeps for that. So you get Taffy, Candy Club Taffy, and a Star Wheel ticket. And Brett's going to show you what you can do with the Star Wheel ticket.
That's right. So the Star Wheel ticket lets you choose. You can do a couple things. One thing you can do is you can go to Hogshead Hamlet, which is where I am, which is why there's pigs everywhere, and you can use it up to, I believe, 3 times a day to spin the wheel.
Yes.
And the wheel has up to 9 different prizes, including this Candy Cloud Couture selection chest, which I just got, um,
Did you
which
just
I will
get it?
show.
Even though.
I did. I did. I mean, I had one in my inventory already, but here I'll show you what you can do with this. So when you open this, you get your choice of either the Candy Cloud Familiar Outfit Pouch or the Outfit Selection Box. So Outfit Selection Box lets you choose between some costumes, or you can get one of the Admiral's new clothes chests, and then the Candy Cloud Familiar Outfit Pouch, if you're a summoner, if you have a familiar, gives you a random chance of one of these cat cosmetic items. Speaking of those familiar cosmetic items, if I go to the transmute window,
Ho ho ho.
I'll open that here, you can see that I can also use these Star Wheel tickets to transmute the same items that are available in the um, Candy Cloud familiar outfit pouch. So these are the Star Wheel tickets. So you can transmute the Kabuki Catbuki costume, the Catbuki mask, Catbuki ornament. I'll show these real quick just so you can get a refresher for what they look like.
Cat Bookie. Sorry, I just
Catbuki.
like it when you guys do the puns. You and Pauline do it so well, and it always takes me a half a second to be like, "What are you guys trying to do?" And then after that, it clicks, and I laugh for like a good solid minute.
Did I cover up my cat? I did cover up my cat. There we go.
Too many
So
windows
I'll
buried.
so
Oh,
okay,
there
yeah.
it is. I love
Go
that
through these
costume.
really quick. Warrior cat and warrior hat. Show this. Oops, now I'm wearing the. Okay, you know what? What
Oh,
are we doing here? So there's warrior cat. Just a reminder. Viceroy cat was the one that the familiar was wearing in the video we saw earlier.
That looks
The
like John
video we saw
Legend.
at the very
Oh,
beginning.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Uh huh.
I was wondering what that costume was. Cute.
And then Tricker Cat is this one.
I've never seen all of the outfits, so that one's really good.
So yeah, so the Star Wheel tickets, which you get from Complete Candy Cloud, you can do either way. You can either use them to transmute these costumes, or you can spin the wheel at Hogsmeade Hamlet. So up to you.
That's cute. Cats really
Yeah.
have nice costumes. Well, thank you, Brett. Yep, two ways to use your Starlight tickets. So for your Candy Cloud Taffy, oh, I forgot to mention, it's not only costumes that you can get from spinning the wheel. You do have a chance to get, let's see, the Burnish Hungwood Etching Stone, Fusion Stone, 20 Honing Oil Bundle, Evolve Stone, Sparkling Unity's Pearl, Sacred Vow, and Wonder Ascension Stone, and Wonder Radiant Stone chest. So those
Mhm.
are available through a chance for you to get when you use a Starlight ticket on the Wheel of Fate. All right, so when you get Candy Cloud Taffy, you can get them through, as you can see here, from completing Candy Cloud Park and completing 5 daily challenges. And these are the items you can redeem it for. Fireworks, not a bad choice. Nocturnal Scale Fragments, Elder Scale Fragments, Silver Steel Ore, Sacred Vials, Pet Packs, Fusion Stones, all for Candy Cloud Taffy through our Candy Cloud event.
Yeah. Sounds like someone at Dragon Express has a sweet tooth.
Who doesn't have a sweet tooth? I love sweet tooth. I mean, I have a sweet tooth. English is my first language, I swear. Actually, I don't think it was, but it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So that's basically Candy Cloud Park. There's a couple of other really small events that we can go ahead and show you as well. So one of them is being the Premier Path event, which sorry, I'm jumping. Yeah, which allows you to transmute Premier Hungwood XP charms for a different cost. So let's pull up that transmute window. So it no longer has the materials for a limited time, and it just costs 10 gold if you want to turn your special Hungwood XP charm into a Premier Hungwood XP charm. Handy dandy. Maybe you got some gold to burn. It's here for a cheaper price for a limited time. We
Mhm.
also have the Twilight Harvest event. So just for the weekend, you can get double lunar twilight flowers when you complete the Rage Against the Longui
Longui? I'm
quest.
not sure.
Longui.
Yes.
Uh, it's always been my favorite quest name because I don't know, I don't know, just a good choice. Good choice, Brett.
I
It always makes me laugh.
don't,
It's just like it's so perfect. It's
I
so
don't know if I
perfect.
can take credit for that one. I think I was one of the other writers, but
That
thank you.
doesn't matter. I'm saying when I say Brad or Pauline, I refer to your team as a collective whole.
There you go. But yeah,
Yes, yes,
double lunar twilight flowers on weekends when you complete that quest. Not a bad
yes.
deal.
I need to do MSP again. I haven't done it in a long time. I kind of got buffed, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my character's kind of weak. Sorry. All right. Okay. So there's actually one more event, but at the same time, there is one more giveaway, and I'll explain why we are doing this giveaway. So this giveaway is for honing oils. Again, it is for a limited number of honing oils. And the reason for that is that we do have a small honing oil event where every day you can redeem a small honing oil chest for 0 Hungman coin in the Hungman store for a very limited time. And all those details will be available on our events preview and the patch notes. And if you redeem the small honing oil chest for 7 days, we will reward you with a sacred vial and pet pack
Not
on
bad.
April
Not
21st.
bad.
So collect free oils for 7 days, and we're gonna give you something,
All the
essentially, right?
honing oils.
All the
All the
honing
honing
oils.
oils.
So get your honing oils. And for that, somebody called it out earlier in chat. It's like, hey, what are those new items in the Dragon Express? So one of the new items is, oops, that's my inventory. Dragon Express is the weekly Wonder Chest, weekly Pet Chest, weekly Splendor Stone Chest, and the weekly Etching Stone Chest. So essentially, what we have here is we kind of swapped out the um, Pet Pack and Sacred Vial exchange for these. You still get a Sacred Vial or you still get a Pet Pack depending on what you decide to buy, but you also have a chance to get other items in there. So you still get it, what you were looking to get, but you have a chance to get more, and it's all for the same cost. And these two chests, I believe, are new. And whatever extra honing oils that you have, I myself probably have a bunch. May come in handy to get myself some new Splendor Stone chest or some new etching stones. Now, premium membership also have these new chests they can get for a different cost. And just so you know, for premium members and the premium tab and the regular exchange tab, they do share a limit. So if you decide to purchase your Wonder Weekly chest from the regular exchange tab, you won't be able to purchase it through the premium tab. So it's up to you how you guys want to do it. If you want to do the premium tab, if you're a premium member, you might want to do it here because instead of using the Spectrum Stone, it'll use solar energy. So the choice is yours as a premium member. Another note is Ava Nakiri. Her HP in hard difficulty will be increased. This is not something that's completely new. When we first launched, um, what's that dungeon called again, Brett? That solo
The
dungeon?
um, the spectral shrine.
Thank you, Spectral Shrine. We actually had
Hmm.
a lower HP for hard difficulty. So now we're just restoring it back to where it should be. So if you thought it was hard or if you thought it was easy on hard difficulty, it's gonna get harder. Just a heads
Yeah.
up for that. That kind of
Even Akari
basically
doesn't mess
wraps up
around.
our stream. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that, Brett?
I was just saying, even Akari doesn't mess around. She's, you know,
No, I've looked at her and she looks kind of scary. And I try to go in there once, on my QA character, even with like full gear and everything and like super spec'd out. I got my butt handed
yeah,
to me. But I just gotta learn the mechs and one day, put her back in her
exactly.
place. I'm the real
That's
blade
right.
master. Well, anyways. Okay. I think that kind of wraps up everything for this update. As you mentioned earlier, it is a smaller update than what we typically have seen. So it is kind of nice. So it's a different pace than what you guys are used to. So I will let you know that, again, Unreal Engine 4, it is coming. The upgrade is coming. Happy days.
Yes.
Quarter 3, we'll let you know as soon as we know what the actual release date is. But
Mhm.
it's happening this year as far as we know. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And
So
if you haven't seen our site yet, do go to it and click through the spheres and see what's coming. And just a heads up, the site's not done yet. We're still going to be adding a couple of new things to it. There's um, such as the next new class or other new features, things like that. And just so you know, I know some of you guys have been talking about it. It's something we've been wanting for a long time is the ability to change classes, and then that was mentioned in one of our spears, and so I'm really excited for that. I don't have an idea of how that implementation is going to work, but um, it looks like it's something that's being planned, and fingers crossed that it all works out. Maybe there's some kinks we run into, whatever. We can always get those sorted out whenever. So good stuff. So anyways, I want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for dealing with me and Brad and listening to me ramble on and on, because I really enjoy doing so after I kind of feel like I find my groove. So do follow us on social: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and all that good jazz. So thanks again for watching today, and look forward to all of the previews coming out for this update or next updates and Unreal Engine 4. Have a great evening and afternoon, guys. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.